Buhari's rejection of electoral bill, a smart executive move Nigerians must try to understand. Welcome to the news, and thank you for tuning in to listen. The long-awaited electoral bill, which was worked out by the Nigerian Senate, has been rejected by the President, Muhammadu Buhari, as reported by The Sun. The President rejected the proposed amended bill on ground that it excluded indirect primaries for party primaries and opted for the direct method. Is it a surprise? No, they will never cease to disappoint us. Every time you give them an opportunity to prove that they have at least one atom of interest of the people at heart, they will not cease to disappoint. How is this supposed to be so concerned now? Like he's interested in the direct or indirect primaries. He's not. What I know is that the truth and good, no matter how it is delayed, it is not going to be denied. The thing is, we might not be the one to enjoy it when it comes. Yes, we might not be with the way things are going, but that will not make us to stop fighting for what is right. At least at the end of the day, that does not stop us from fighting for it, because no matter what we say, no matter what we do, we must fight for it. Else, you see, the generations coming, they are not going to be happy with us. It is going to be like, how come you never fought this? So at least it is like a step in the right direction for it to be proposed, and the Senate agreed. Now, the person now who is delaying it now is the President himself. I say again, just when you give them another opportunity for them to prove that they have, even if it's an atom of interest of the electorate at heart, they disappoint yet again. Now the news in detail. According to reports, the President backs his rejection with the fact that direct primaries are cost intensive, which hovers around 500 billion naira. Without mincing words, the President's rejection of the bill is not out of place, and in fact can be described as a smart and intelligent move, which Nigerians must try to understand its benefits rather than being involved in misinformed rantings. A close look at the present economy of the country calls for prudent financial management of the country's limited resources. Attempting to conduct direct primaries at the party level makes the cost of conducting election in the country humongous. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has to be involved in direct primaries, and this might burden and strain the financial budgets available to the body. There are some parties that cannot afford to conduct direct primaries. What then will be the fate of these parties? Democracy calls for equal political participation. Are we going to bar parties that cannot afford to conduct direct primaries from participating in the general election? Sincerely, the President has acted in the country's best interest, and it is crucial Nigerians see reasons to support the President on this move. Do you support the rejection of the electoral bill? What do you think needs to be done differently before the next general election? This question, one answer. I do not support. What I think should be done differently is that the bill is signed into law and the President gives his approval. Why I'm going to say this is, there is nothing they are going to say to me now that will make me believe them that there is limited resources. One thing I'm going to say now, I'll keep saying, for the fact that they have in mind and they have the capacity to pay senators, governors. When I say senators at state and federal level, state and national level, I mean. These people, I have not heard in my life that these people are striking, that they are saying they have not been paid, nothing of. In fact, I've said it before. Anyone who goes into this place now, the State House of Assembly or the National House of Assembly, is bound to get obeys. Why? They are eating free money, not worked for. Yes, I said it. All they do is to sit down and discuss, go back and forth, and at the end of the day, they are given one armed robber salary. Yes. And the armed robber salary is not devoid of attached appetizer is there. Appetizer, it means housing allowance. There is dessert. There is clothing allowance. There is, milk. There is what they call orishi in this particular payment. These people, every time you come out and say there's no money, meanwhile you budget to pay these people. It is very simple. These same people will be the one in their house that wants to come out and run for election for either the presidency or another Senate term or the governorship election. Why don't you slash their salaries and make these things happen? To me, see, many of the issues we have in this country is not issues. If only these people have just 5% to 10% of, their heart is, that means that they're thinking about and they're feeling for Nigeria. We will not have problems. It is because these people see Nigeria as, a very big cake that you come and you have a slice from and you go. You cut as much as you want and you leave. That is just it. You see the subsidy removal on PMS. Sincerely, it is not supposed. This same, what I'm suggesting again, what are you saying? Do you know that civil servants, they said the basic salary for civil servants is 30,000? Are you aware? Do you know some people earn 30,000? Why some people earn more than what I'm saying in 10 years money, they earn it in 1 month? What am I saying? Who are we deceiving? It is high time you remove all these extra juices, appetizers, desserts, dishes by the side, all this orishi. And at the end of the day, you use it to do something worthwhile. If you remove all the extra dishes, do you know how much you get from each and every one of them? From the presidency down to the local government chairman. A lot. What am I saying? There is money. These people they say tough time calls for tough situation. It is not every time the citizens will bear. The government should sometimes bear the burden. What I mean government, I mean the officials. They should stop the cock and bull story of there is no money and there is no money. Where did the money they recovered from Abacha's loot, where did it go to? Several recovery of funds have happened and we don't seem to have even one thing. They don't have one thing to point at. This is the money. This is where this money went to. Except the Niger bridge. Except that bridge. Second Niger bridge. Apart from that bridge, I don't see another one. And they will tell us that there's no money. It is very, very annoying, sincerely. It is.